Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, Pilates by Professor P. Mat Pilates by Professor P. I'm forgetting my own title. How are you? I'm so happy you tuned in. What I'd like to do tonight, and I do this periodically, some of you, if you're watching, maybe the people who have taken my previous video classes, know that occasionally I use weights. Tonight's one of those nights. Now, if you don't have weights, cool. Not a problem at all. You can simulate the activities without the weights, perfectly fine. You can take a bottle, the 2 water bottles, and one in each hand, soup cans, any objects that are, similar in weight. And, but again, you don't need to use them at all. But I like to do this periodically. It's my second class after being gone for a while. So I'm going to start with, sorry about that, I'm going to pick up my weights. And as a warm-up, I'm just going to do some squats with the weights in my hands. First I'll face you, and then I'm going to turn in sideways so you can see that my hips are back and my knees are back. So I'm not putting my weight forward in my knees, which would be not good for your knees. So I'm going to start facing you. One weight in each hand if you're using them. No weight if you're not. Roll the shoulders back and then forward. I want to loosen up the upper body and get rid of the tension in the shoulders. And it can go up into the neck too. And then just half circle around to the side and then the other side. And just go at your own pace. Do a few of those. So we're working on half circles tonight. Down. And you can go slower than I am. I'm not going to do them. I'm going to let you do a few at your own pace. Do 2 more. To the side, center, and up. And then down and around and up. Beautiful. Bring your arms out to the side. And hold. And now bring your arms overhead. And we're going to squat. And you're going to reach up and back. Up. 3, 4. You can see you can be without weights. 5, I'm turning in, but as I mentioned previously. 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm moving my tailbone back. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Keep going as much as you can. The weights only add a little bit more tension for the upper body. Keep lifting your chest and heart. Sit bones back. Working backward. All the weight goes into the heels, not the toes. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Let's turn and face you again. Going to take the weight, or whatever you have or not. I'll do this without the weight first. We're going to bring the arms up and then down. So getting the heart rate up, bringing the weights overhead actually elevates the heart rate by a substantial amount. Just a little bit of opening moves to get the body going, the heart rate up. Feel the dynamics in your feet. Mawanin. Equal weight. Don't lean to one side. Stand upright on 2 feet. Posture starts from the feet. If you're, all the weight's on 1 foot, how can you have proper alignment? 3 more. 1, 2. Awesome. Now I'm going to face the side. And I'm going to do squats with bicep curls. Oh, let me face the front again. Oops, the screen went blank. Sam?
It's fine.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, the screen blank, 11.
If this is blue, you're fine.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, we're going to do a little more. Nice work. 2 more. And 1. I'm going to face this side again. I'm going to soften my knees and lower my weights down to the floor. And I'm going to lift my left arm up and lower it down. So a side arm lift. With the knees soft, the weight is a little bit back in the heels once again. Left arm up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're doing 15. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the right arm. Up, my knees are well bent. 2, 3, don't hyperextend your knees here. You don't need a super straight pair of legs. Better to bend the knees and work the arm and the shoulder. 8, 9, 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Both arms up, lift. Now pull the shoulder blades together. Pull them together. That's it. We're going to move the weight back in the heels once again. Pull the navel to the spine, abdominals in. Make sure your tummy's tucked in. 5, 4. Work on posture and alignment when you stand up. 3, 2, 1. Okay. I'm going to put my weights down. I'm going to cross my right elbow on top of my left. And then I'm going to move my right arm over to the left. And feel a stretch in the side of my arm. I'm not doing a tremendous amount of upper body, just some. And now open the arm and cross opposite elbow and pull the arm through. Look past your left shoulder while your left arm reaches over toward the right. Excellent. Let's open up the chest and the shoulders. Interlock the hands, press the palms down, back. And now I'm going to do a forward bend to stretch out my legs and spine. Looking down at the floor, arms up, palms together or close. Release the hands down, palms down, sit bones lift, knees are soft. Roll up one bone at a time. Okay, we're going to do something without the weights. We're going to turn our knees and toes out and drop your tailbone. If you had a tailbone, down to the floor. You do have a tailbone. If you had a tail, you drop it straight down to the floor. And think of something cutting your body in left and right side hemispheres. And a line would just come down to the floor. Reach your arms up, and you're going to come down and up, down. So warming up the inner and top thigh, using the core, the dynamics of the body. This is still a warm-up. We haven't really gone into the mat work yet. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Interlock the hands, press the palms up. And now shift the arms back so your elbows and arms frame your ears. Press the palms up toward the ceiling and lower down. And I'm going to widen my legs as head. And I'm not going super deep. Those of you who have knee issues, I don't want to go into deep waters here. I'll keep it active but moderate. Down, up, This is not a bar class, so the lower body will be done fairly challenging, but kind of moderate way. Yeah, I say fairly challenging. We're not sweating and burning here. This is not a sculpt class or a bar class. It's a Pilates class, working deep inside the body. Some of the movements are slow, but this is to warm up the body. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6. You've got it. 4 more. 4. Feel energized. Feel powerful. 2. Hold. Now little pulses down. Knees and toes are turned out. You should look down and be able to see your toes. Down, down, a little bit lower, a little bit lower. Now we're going to go a little bit lower. Hold. Now bring the knees back, back. Now I'm just going to adjust something on the screen. You keep going. Do not stop what you're doing. Just want to adjust something on the screen. Okay, I'm back with you. Back, 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 back. Now reach the arms straighter. Sorry about that. I lost my form. 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Go down and reach up. Let's come down to the mat. Gracefully and carefully. Take your weights in your hand. So you can do this without weight. You can have one weight in each hand or not. You can lean back, center. There's plenty here without the weights. If you like to use the weights, pick them up. Back. So we're curling our arms. And I'm moving back in space. I'm pulling my abdominals in. Now let me just go over one thing. I have new viewers who do not know the certain principles. We breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth in Pilates. There's reasons for it I'm not going to go into. Unlike yoga, it's all nasal breathing. We breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. That's our discipline. We're different than yoga. And breathe. Exhale. Inhale. Pull your abdominals in. Get aware of those tummy muscles because we're going to go and really work them soon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lean back. You're behind you. This would be sitting on your sitting bones direct with a vertical torso. We're going to pull in through here. You're getting a rounded C shape in the spine, lower spine. I'm going to roll back. And my belt line is just hovering above the floor. If you have a bad lower back, lower down and just keep the lower back on the floor and move from that direction. Please listen to your body. You know who you are. Pull your stomach in. If you don't have a problem with your back, you want to continue doing this and it feels okay, check in with your body. You're going to come down and hover right above the belt line. My belt line is not on the foot, inches above, and then come up. My elbows are rounded, so I'm not extending my arms rigidly. I don't want a rigid set of arms, even though I'm holding weights, and I have to have some tension in my arms muscularly to do so, right? So I'm right above that belt line, coming right back up, and back and hold. Now walk your feet flat on the floor, pull your stomach and really pull in through there, and move forward, forward. Soften the elbows. I just did a softening for mine. Make it work for you. Make your body respond. 8 more. 7. It's a little bit of a tuck in. 4, 3, 2, 1. And extend your legs. Beautiful. Roll the shoulders around. I'm going to put my weights to the side now. And I'm going to lean back, pulling my gut in. So notice that C shape in the spine. See, like candy, right? Shh. I'm going to take my right leg in the air, soften my shoulders down so I'm not lifting them up. And I'm going to bend my elbows out to the side to open up my chest. And as well as, again, releasing the shoulders away from those ears. And then I'm going to flex my right foot and then flex my left. I'm going to lift my left leg up off the floor. Now, once again, If you have a problem with your back and the back said, oh, this is feeling pretty lousy, lower down on the floor and just lift your head and extend the opposite leg. If you still feel tension in the hip and lower back, please hold the position with the left knee down. So this would be a softest approach, the next approach, the next approach, the next approach, and finally, the fifth, I think, stage would be holding your arms here or even there. We'll hold our arms forward. Let the palms face in to keep an open, wide open chest. Pulling through here. This has got to work. Otherwise, the back will be compromised. Switch in midair. I'm watching the screen a little bit. And now, and bring your arms. Now, my lower back is off the floor. Your lower back does not have to be. If your back is compromised, you are down on the floor the whole time. Don't come up off the floor again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done. Take your arms out to the side. Reach the arms up, bend your knees, and slide forward, hinge. So you're not curving in like that. Please make the distinction clear. Lift your heart. Move forward in a straight line. Grab a hold of the mat, your legs, your thighs, your feet, your toes. Or if you can come up with something else, let me know and you'll just do it. And now move into a stretch. Because you may have felt pulling or tugging in your lower back. It should not have been painful. It was painful. You shouldn't have been doing what you're doing. You have to modify then. Coming back in to balance out forward bending with back bending, I'm going to press my palms down by my hips, a little behind them, and lift the sternum up. And I'm going to cross my right ankle over the left and push myself up and a little bit forward. And then I'm going to move forward gracefully and carefully and lift my heart up. So my ankles are crossed and I'm lifting up. This could be a little bit advanced for some people. And then shift back. I'm going to be very careful so I don't hurt my back. I'm going to come down to the floor now. Just let my hair loose a bit. And I'm going to bring my weights right next to me again. I'm hugging my knees into the chest so that I can feel the knees into the chest and I feel good in my lower back and hips. And bringing your hands below your knees, keeping your ankles, knees, and thighs together, I'm just going to make a little bit of circles on the ceiling with the knees. And again, there is no space between the right and left leg. So I'm just drawing circle clockwise, and now I'm going counterclockwise. Nice. Just keep moving around and around and around you go. Now lift head, neck, and shoulders up off the mat, and lift your legs up to the sky. Palms down, head, neck, and shoulders down. Before you come down, tilt your chin down. That's called the cervical nod. And then come down. There may be a little bit of a double chin there. Flex and point your feet. Now turn your toes out and bring your heels together and bend your knees and then straighten them so you have nice straight legs. As a slight turn out. Lift your arms up and you're going to roll the shoulders down. Bring the hands next to your body, palms face down. Now your option could be to take a weight in your hand and do it 100 with the weights. Or, no problem if you don't use. If this is too much on your neck after a while, lower down, continue the action of the 100, and then come back up when you're ready. You're on the bottom of that bra strap, right? The base of the scapula. If the legs straight become a problem, you can bend the knees in the tabletop. I think that's enough modifications for now. Lower down, to lift up, tilt your chin, and then place yourself down. Cervical nod, cervical curl, curling it up off the floor. Inhale. One long stream of breath. Exhale through the mouth. Shh. Inhale. Fill up all the way. Exhale this soft stream of air as you pull your abdomen in, out through the mouth. Arms are fairly straight. Elbows are straight. Inhale. You're pumping down with vigor. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Breathe in. 3, 4, 5. Exhale to the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 5-second inhale, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, mighty and strong. Inhale. Exhale. If you don't have weights, you may be pumping a little quicker than I am. My weights are slowing me down. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale, exhale, 10. Beautiful. Feet down. Head down, weights to the side. Lovely. Bring your knees into your chest and rock side to side. Now, let's go through. I just want to adjust something on the screen once again, just to have this here. Okay, this is good. I'll be doing that periodically. Okay, let's go through some options. All right. Option 1, you're bringing the weight forward, 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 and you're pulling your rib cage down to your stomach crunch with a forward reach of the fingertips and elbows straight, palms face down. So this would be level 1. We want to call it levels, no judgment. Level 2 would be coming up off the floor and back. The back comes off the floor. And we talked about who should or who shouldn't do that. Next position could be with your handheld weights, bottles, water bottles, or cans, or whatever you've got in your house. So we're going to reach the arms back overhead in starting position. My legs are wide, wider than hip width distance apart. And my toes are slightly turned out. So I'm going to lift my back off the floor with the movement forward and crunch my abdominals in. So it's 1. Exhale. Inhale. 3. Keep grounding your feet. 4. Feet are fully flat on the floor. Toes and heels are pressing into the earth. 6. 7. 8. Keep going. If you need to stop before I do, please, please don't hesitate. 12, 13, keep it going. 14, slice the air with your arms. 15, how we doing here? 17, 18, feel your tummy working real hard. This is number 20. We got a little bit left. We're going to do a whole lot of things, so I don't want to keep doing the same thing too long. 24, and the last one, 25, and extend your legs. Well done. Weights down, please. Let's take a seated spinal twist to relieve some tension in the hips and lower back. Flex the left foot, ground your left heel and left thigh down. Straight-legged, please. Right foot over left, above the knee line. Right hand down next to your hip, left arm up, and hook that left elbow outside your right thigh. Press the right hand down to lift the spine up. Now rotate the right shoulder back, hooking that elbow outside the thigh. So your hand is up like a stop sign here. Now take that twist from the center, from the belly button, rib cage, shoulder, and the head comes last. And that progression, that will give you the best stretch in this manner. Come center and bring that foot over and let the knee be on top, the top right knee above the left knee. And we'll come into this position and we'll stretch a little bit. We do stretching here. We have to. The flexible body is, we have to have it. To be healthy, you must be flexible and strong. Can't have one without the other. You need both. You need endurance, tone, definition. You get it all in Pilates. You do. You get those components really well. Flex the right foot, extend the leg out. Bend the left knee, take the left foot above the right knee, above it. Flat on the floor, right foot is flex. Now, draw your head up to the spine, elevate your pelvis. Lift your spirits, lift your heart. Left hand down beside you like a kickstand. Right arm up. Rotate from the navel and then hook your elbow outside the thigh. Stop sign hand. Turn the chest to the left so you're cranking out that center. It's really good for you to release toxins and to take pressure on the internal organs. How? By twisting. They do it in yoga, and we sure as heck do it in Pilates. We promote strong, healthy bodies and always a healthy mind. This is good for your mental health as well as your physical, your emotional health. Wards off depression and anxiety, helps you sleep better, makes you feel good, and makes you look good. That's the best part of it. Come center, and now extend the left leg long, knee over knee. The leg doesn't have to be super straight. My knee is bent. And reach the arms up and just take a seated forward fold in this manner. And just let go. We want to get some good stretches in while we can. Some of the movements are challenging and some are not as much. This is a wonderful way to release pressure in your back and hip. Just activate certain responses in the body that are healthy and therapeutic. Coming up. Well done. Coming down onto your back, once again, lift your legs up, and let's do the corkscrew. Bring the palms down beside you, and about in line with your hips. The fingertips come a little forward, and now take a circle with your legs. The knees, ankles, and thighs are touching. So we're doing the corkscrew. We're in a moderate position. And you're just doing this in this circle. And you're lowering down to the degree you want. I'm moderate. I'm just coming down maybe a third of the way. So keep going. We've got a few more here. Making the circles nice and even, around and down, up. Here's your breath. Inhale. Exhale as the legs start to come up toward the ceiling in the up phase. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, make sense of the breath. One more time, try to keep the tummy pulled in the whole time. Now take your legs to the left, inhaling and exhaling, drawing circles on the ceiling. That's it. Keep focusing on that internal awareness. So you're not rocking off the hips like this wildly. You're keeping a containment and a holding position and moving within those boundaries and parameters, right? You want to set goals for yourself to be able. So now we're in a counterclockwise, if you haven't noticed. We changed direction. If you didn't, that's okay. You're doing it now. 5 more. 1, 2. Okay, you've got 2 more. Wonderful. Now bend your knees. Now, I'm going to move forward a little bit, so I need some space here. Now, you're welcome to repeat that again, just like this. You could be kind of 1/3 of the way down, moderate style. You could even be nice and low here. As long as you're feeling fine with your back, it's okay with me. Now, if you'd like to try the next position, it's going to look like this. So I'm going to bring my legs to the left. We'll start this way. Lift up the legs overhead. I'm resting on my left shoulder and my palms are down, fingertips down. And I'm moving my legs center over my head, over my face. Now I'm leaning onto my right shoulder. I'm going to lower my right hip down, bring the legs center, pause, and then over to the left. So that is what we are doing. So we're doing the corkscrew in advanced version. So here we go. We're going to go onto our left shoulder. Left shoulder, center, right shoulder. So your left shoulder lifts. Lower, so your right hip, left hip is still up. Center, both hips down, sacrum down. legs left, and now I'm going to move in a continuous flow so that I can really whip those legs around. You notice how careful and deliberately I'm moving. I'm not flinging my legs, which doesn't make sense anyway. I'm using muscle to control the movement. I'm focusing on deep core awareness. And now pause. Now going to talk about moving the legs to the right. Now let's see, I'll do one slowly. Right hip. So my left hip is up, my legs are together. Now I'm rolling onto my right shoulder. My fingertips are down to act as brakes and support. My legs go right over my face. Now I'm leaning onto my left shoulder. My right hip is up, higher than my left. Now my left hip touches down, right hip in the air. My sacrum is down, back of the body's down, legs to the right. And I'm going to go in a flow. Down and around and up. Use that lower abdomen to make this movement smooth and complete. Legs up. Energize your tummy. Really go for it. 3 more. Let the breath go. Don't hold your breath while you're exercising. That is a bad, bad thing to do. One more time. You need lots of oxygen. And center, open the legs out, turn the toes and knees out in a wide straddle, and take your hands and pull the flesh in toward you of your inner thighs, and now pull the flesh up toward the knees. So you're rolling in and pushing up. Your hands are below your knees. We're not pushing on the inner knee. There's no reason to do that. There are delicate articulations there. We're getting plenty of stretch above the knee line. And now reach your legs up and point your toes. I'm just going to adjust my body a little bit. Okay. Point your toes. You're going to cross, cross, open. Now bring the opposite leg on top. Let's call it that. Let's do it from the beginning. Right foot over left, left foot over right. Knees are super straight. Turn the toes out and open out. Now the opposite. Left, I think the left foot on top. If I'm right, right foot open. So it's right, left, open, left, right. And continue like this. Cross, cross, open. Cross, cross, open. Cross, cross, open. Right, left. If you mix it up, I think I did at one point, so what? Now you can continue on, or you can cross and lower. 3, 4, and up. Now, if your lower back is complaining about that, go back to this position that you just did and continue on. Now, you can cross, 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 come up. If you want to go further, you can come onto your forearms. 1, 2, 3, 4, and up. You can come up to your hands. I'm progressively making it a little different, a little bit, maybe a little more challenging. And I'm going to adjust the screen, and you're going to do the position that works super well for you. So let's get those inside of the legs really strong. Keep going. Don't stop if I do. We'll be moving around and doing different things. You should be working much harder than me. Cross. And continue, continue. Keep going. Fiery thighs. I'm going to do 10 more reps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4. Down. Up. 5. Up, 2, 3, 4. Down. Down. And one more time. And bring the soles of the feet together. I'm going to face you. And reach your arms forward. Drape your arms outside your legs, and your legs are in a diamond shape, soles of the feet touching, knees open in a butterfly shape. And you can hold on to your legs or your feet and move forward. I'm reaching forward with the floor because I like it that way. You can do it any way you like. And now we're going to bring the legs up to the ceiling. Move them back over the head. Roll down and reach forward. And now bring the legs overhead. Roll down, reach forward. And again. Feel the spine awakening. So you're stretching your spine. And you're extending the arms forward, lifting the legs overhead, and reaching forward. Soften your knees as you reach back. And reach forward. And again, legs up, down, reach forward, sit and reach, up. We're going to do 3 more now after this. One more time. And relax down. And just shake it out a little bit. Now, I'm going to face you. And we're going to do a wood chopper position. You can do this in many different forms. I'm going to do it on my sitting bones with my knees apart and feet apart. You have an option to do it with weights. This is perfectly optional. So what are you doing here? Let's break it down. You're reaching up and you're pulling your belly in. So from the side, it looks like this. It's like a sit-up. It's a crunch. You can do it with handheld weights, bottles or cans, as we mentioned, or whatever else you've got, or nothing at all. So it's a vigorous pulling in. Each time you pull your arms down, you're pulling your navel back and creating that curve in the spine. It's slight. So ready? Go. Now, if you've got weights, it may slow you down. You're not going to move as quickly as you will without the weights. I'll show you. It can be quite So sometimes you're better without the weights because you move a lot more into it. And continue. Reaching down, down. Keep pulling down with as much energy and as much power as you can. I'll do some with the weights and some not. You are doing it continuously. Do not stop when I stop. I do most of it with you, but I like to give you direction as well. So it's not really about me. It's about my ability to do it with you, to motivate you and to demonstrate. But at times I need to stop and regroup. And I'm going to do it now without weights. I told you I would. You do it with or without, or a combination. Doesn't have to follow me. So now, and keep going, keep going, keep going. 20 seconds more. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Keep the knees bent, toes turned out, wide straddle, forward bend, moderate. And just come forward in a nice straight line. Beautiful energy. Feel the stretch. Feel your lower back and hips opening up in a wonderful way. Knees are bent. Feet are turned out. Knees are turned out. Coming up. Extend the legs forward. Lift up. Reach up. And slide the hips down. And then again, turn the toes toward the floor, curve your toes down, lift your hips up, and now a little bit of weight on the right leg. You're going to lift your left leg up, and then your right, and your left. Put the screen's black again. Right, left, and right. And I'm going to slide my hips back.
Fine.
And I'm going to sit up tall. That was an inclined plane spine stretch back. Now come onto your hands and your knees. And now walk your knees back and bring your forearms down. Your hips, actually, draw your hips over your knees into puppy pose. It's a yoga pose, but I want to do it to feel the chin and chest coming down to the floor, feeling muscles in your back. Now slide onto your forearms and your abdomen and press down with your hands. Lift your sternum up. And just stay here and practice a little bit of this, pressing the pelvis slightly forward, engaging the legs, forearms and elbows down, heart shining forward. Now coming down, bring your arms next to you, turn your head to the right and rock your pelvis forward. Now when you're face down like this, it's important to press your pubic bone down and forward, lengthening your spine. And now lift your arms only off the floor. Look down to keep the neck long. And then interlock your hands, bend your elbows, and bring the palms closer together. Then when you've got that going on, keep the chin lifted slightly. Look down ahead of you. And now extend the fist back, lift it up. Press the thighs down. Open the chest, open the shoulders. Now bring your hands under your shoulders, elbows in, coming up to a long, long cobra and pushing your hips back to your heels. Letting go in a child's pose here with the arms extended forward. I like to refer to this as extended prayer. Now bring your hands back with the chest down and the palms up in a true child's pose. And now we're going to come down and press the pelvis forward and extend your arms long, palms down. You're going to lift your right arm and left leg, and then the left arm and right. Now you can continue on, one arm and one leg like that, or you can go into the swimmer. And I'm not going to do that because when you're face down and you're not paying attention and talking, you can really feel it in the back. So I want you to go into the swimmer or just lift one arm and one leg up when you're in that prone face down shape. And just continue on a little bit longer. Swimming, arms and legs. Make believe I'm down on the mat with you. 10, 9, 8, 7. Coming back down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend your elbows out to the side. Bring your left hand on top of your right. And swing your hips side to side. Now lift your chin and elbows up off the floor and just balance with the front of the feet down, the toenails down. Now lift your legs and lift your chin and chest higher. And now rotate right and left. You can bring your toenails down if it makes life easier for your back, or keep the legs up. And twist and twist. Again, I'm not doing things too much down when I'm teaching. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extended prayer, please. Knees together or apart. You decide. Stretch. Now we're going to stay here a little bit. We need to stretch out that spine. And then come forward, tuck your toes under, and press up into a forearm down dog, a dolphin dog. Now, your heels are not on the floor, they're lifted. Your toes are pressing down, your hips are piped up high. It's a high pike position, like a V shape. Now bring your chest over your hands, shoulders over elbows, into a plank, a low hover plank. Press the hips back into a dolphin dog. Shift the weight forward, chest forward, hips back, and forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now come into a full plank position. Move the shoulders over, wrists, hips up, belly in, right knee in, left. And you can run it out, or you can go slow. 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, or slow. 17, 18, 19, 20, whatever we said, we're done. Hips back. Take your legs wider than the mat and just fold into yourself and just sway a little bit. Feel good now. A little bit of back bending, a little bit of upper body, a little bit of kind of everything. Drop the head down toward the floor. Come down back onto that mat again. And you're going to pick up your weight. And you're going to cross your elbow outside your knee, left hand down, and you're twisting. Twisting. You can do this very well without the weight. So I'm going to sit up. I'm slightly off my sitting bones. Cross, open, cross. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You've got 5 more. Make it smooth. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it to the other side, please. Right hand down. Cross. There's always one side that feels, a little bit easier than the other. For me, this side somehow feels a little more cooperative. 7, 8, 9. So I'm crossing that leg all the way. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 4, 3, 2, and 1. On your back, pick up your weights. Lower back flat on the floor. Bring your weights up, palms face in. Open your arms out to the side. Now, butterfly your knees open and press the inner thighs together. When the palms come together, the knees come together. Now, you can add one more option here. Lift your tailbone up. As the knees are butterflied open, lift up and close the knees and open. Keep the pelvis a little bit off the floor. So look at the space underneath my sacrum, right? I'm opening my knees and closing. Open and close. Try to touch the knees together. Try to bring the hands to touch. And again, in and out. Ten more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Weights down. Left leg long, right knee into chest. Move the knee in and out, left and right. And the horizontal little move, swish side to side. And now change legs. Left knee in, right leg long, and just move in a nice horizontal plane of movement. Lift head, neck, and shoulders up in this. Curl the chin down in a cervical nod. Now curl the shoulders up off the floor. And now extend the legs out and elbows in. Open, shut. So pull the rib cage down. Crunch, extend. Crunch, extend. If your neck is sensitive, lower your head, neck, and shoulders down, and just move the arms back with the head, neck, and shoulders down. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knees in, rock up. Your option can be to repeat double leg stretch as is, or we can do it this way. Pulling the abdominals in, lift up and reach out and in. That's it. So I'm going to circle my arms, half circle around and around. That's it. Let the chest rise. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up and then lower. I'm going to roll over onto my side. My left heel will be in line with my left knee. I'm going to bend my right knee and bring my right heel to kick my glute. We're almost finished with our session tonight. Just wanting to wrap things up a little bit, want to do a little bit of leg work, and then we're done. I think we've got plenty of abdominals in tonight. Bring the heel into the glute. That's your position. It's more about that, to get the front of the thigh. By contracting the back of the thigh, the front of the thigh will lengthen. And conversely, when you contract the front of the thigh, the back of the leg will lengthen. These hamstrings and quads work in opposition with each other. Good to know, right? And now other side stretches can be complicated too, and you have to take them seriously. Right heel in line with right knee, then the top leg, left leg. You're reaching for your left ankle. You're bringing your left heel to your left glute, and you're moving your knee back in space. Or on your right forearm and elbow, so you're not caving in on one side. That is not good for you. That kind of position, it puts strain on your shoulder and neck and doesn't do anything that you want it to. Now pull the heel in, lift the heart, let the heart shine forward. We've had a lot of difficult weather in February, and today, March, a little bit difficult with the wind and the cold, but it's getting warm and the days are getting long, and March 14th we go into daylight savings time. We get that extra hour at night. Difficult to get up in the morning, but when you get adjusted to it, you love it because you have so much more time to do what you like to do. I'm just going to make an adjustment once again and just get comfortable when we're finishing up with some leg work. Now, let's go through a few options here. You can do a very lovely basic side-lying leg lift. You could be on your forearm and elbow and do the same leg lift. Or you can have your knees in line with your hips, standing up in a kneeling shape, left fingertips down, shoulder, elbow, wrist aligned, right leg out to the side, and then you need to push your pelvis forward. Like you have a pane of glass in front of your pelvis and one behind you. So you're right dead center. And then you can bring your hand behind your head or up in the air or hold on to your hip and lift the leg this way in a T-stand. So I've given you different options. I'm going to go into the medium version and lift up and down. You're doing 35. If you're doing T-stand, it's going to feel like a little bit harder than this. The one I just showed you in the kneeling shape with the one leg extended and the pelvis nice and aligned with the sacrum. And lift up, 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 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. We're running out of time, so I'm just going to do 35. What number are we up to? 29, 30, 5 more. 1, 2, we'll stretch it out after. 4 and 5. Just basic leg lift. Then, again, if you want to go into the T-stand on the other side, you want to make sure that this is not pressing back, but it's forward, and you're pulling your tummy in, and it's from hip bone to hip bone. There's a tightness there. The right fingertips down. You don't want your hands here. You want to shoulder, elbow, and wrist align. And then the left leg, your hand could be on your hip, in the air behind your head, and you're lifting and lowering. That is more difficult than the side lying position, no doubt about it. I'm going to take the moderate version. I've done a lot of exercise today, so I think I want to take this one today. Knee over knee, foot's relaxed, the belly's pulled in, and I'm not moving forward or back. I'm keeping everything stable. 1, 2, 35, 3, 4, 5. Keep lifting up and pulling your tummy in. It's not ever not about your tummy. It's about the whole class being about your abdominals. Of course, the core consists of heck of a lot more than just the tummy. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 8, 29, 35 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It depends on who you're asking. The core is from the inner thigh, glutes, hips, lower back, tummy, up to the serratus anterior. So it includes the scapula and the chest, and that's your core. So then we have a lot of pelvic floor connection. Now, we just did some work for the outside of the leg and hip. Now take the right leg, lift it up and bend your knee, and now flex your foot, bring your right heel outside and below the left knee, below the knee. And then take the right hand and press the right inner thigh away from you. Bring your hands flat on the floor. You're welcome to stay here and feel the stretch. If you'd like to go to the next place, lift your left foot up. You're fine here. You want to keep this. You can bring your right hand slips in between the legs and hooks behind the left thigh, left arm to the outside. Lift your chest and then lower down with the chin tucked in a nod. Or you can lift your left leg up finally in the upside down number 4. It's difficult to reach your leg from the front, but if you've got it and you're not all bound up and miserable, you can do it that way. Or you can have it behind the thigh. The options were there. I'm not going to go over them again because it gets too repetitive. I believe that you can figure out the best option for you to take the stretch that you need. Bend the knee, and let's uncross the leg. Let's go to the other leg, other side. Flex your left foot, push your heel away, knee is straight. Now bring the left heel outside the right thigh, right below the knee, the top of the thigh. Open that left knee out to the left. Take the heel of the left hand and press the flesh away. Good. Pull your tummy in. You're pressing the lower back into the floor. Palms down next to you, beside you, right next to the body. Lift your right foot up. You're welcome to stay there, or you're welcome to reach the left hand in between the space. Hook it behind the right thigh. Bring the right hand from the outside. Place it on top of the left. Press the left inner thigh open with the left elbow. You're welcome to stay here. You're welcome to extend the right leg long up to the ceiling. Keep the left foot flexed, please, hanging off the side of the leg, even off the pelvis. And if you can reach comfortably without feeling all bound up, then you can. And then just crawl your hand up there. But if you feel all tense in the upper shoulders and neck and all of that, then bring your hands behind your thigh. I'm going to do it this way. Rock side to side till you find your center. You're going to be, oh, yeah, if I move a little to right, that does feel more even. You'll notice that. Now bring both legs up. Hold your hands down on the floor, palms down beside you. Flex and point the feet. Circle the ankles a little bit, and then the other way. Soften your knees and lift your pelvis straight up to the ceiling. Up, lower the legs down a little bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm going to roll up, and I'm going to reach forward, and I'm going to bring my arms again like this, like a little wind-up toy, and now bring the legs together, bring the arms up, float down and up, down and up. This is the finishing. We're done after this. Stretch and go. 4, 3, 2, and then lower. Reach forward, bend your knees, and bring your chest onto your thighs. Shimmy, shimmy, onto your back. Knees to chest. We're going to finish up with this finishing stretch. Now you're welcome to lift your legs up and hold behind your legs, or if you'd like to bring your toes back, hold on to your lower back or the floor. Stretch. Stay here, feel what you feel. Opening up the body. Bend your knees into your chest. Roll down. Roll up gracefully. And now bring your arms out. Bring your hands in prayer. Acknowledge your own work. Please give me feedback too. You can chat with me. Again, check out my Mat Pilates by Professor P. I'm back after an absence. I did a class last Sunday, and now I'm trying to do it once a week. And thank you so much. Please be well. Have a wonderful night. Take care.
Can't get my mouth.